Hi guys! So as you can see, I'm back from my holiday. Yesterday it was my nine months post-transplant birthday. Um, last yesterday I wanted to post the blog and make it, but I wasn't able to since I had a very bad headache, and I decided just to give myself some mercy and make it today instead, since today I'm feeling a little bit better. So I had the trip, as I told you in the last vlog. I had a 10-day trip to another country, to my second home country, and it wasn't actually a real holiday. It was a bit of a like like a must. I had to go, and I kind of didn't want it to go, but eventually everything turned out good and well, and I obviously survived the trip. I am well and alive. I didn't have any kind of complications, HSCT related complications or infections or anything that would have had a negative impact on my health. So when it comes to my health and all my possible fears concerning the trip I had, all of those scares and like fears were kind, but of course always, especially after having, if you have had a transplant or any other major health operation or treatment, you should always take all possible precautions, especially when traveling to away from your home to another country, especially if you're not very well aware of the local hygiene level, general hygiene level, and food, nutrition, uh, sanitation. But as I was already aware of the local habits and way of life and what kind of food would be there available and so on, I was very well prepared, and eventually in the end it turned out that all the packings I made, all the preparations I made for my trip, they really paid off, and everything went pretty nicely, and I was able to concentrate on was other things than just being careful and not to get any bugs or infections or things like that. So afterwards, I feel that all the people, when people say that don't go abroad and you should not, you will die, and I mean, I've read somewhere things like that, and I think it's a bit over exaggeration. I think you can travel if you know how to take care of yourself and how to take possible like health risks and danger factors into consideration. So I think you will be just fine, like I did. What I did during my flight, all the time spent at airports, I was wearing either a surgical mask, a regular mask, or during the flights I was wearing a filtering mask, which I also had obviously when I was discharged and had to fly back home. And by wearing a mask, not only was I able to feel that the air I was breathing was completely filtered and pure and fresh and clean, but also the mask just gives you, it feels ridiculous when people stare at you, but I'm kind of used to that, and I really don't care because my own health comes first, and that's the only thing and reason why I'm wearing the mask. So in the end, it's really worth wearing a mask if you have one and if you feel like you decide to wear one. anytime, because still my immunity is developing, and it's extremely important to let it stay intact from any possible like viral infections or bacterial infections caused by a side factor coming from the outside. So yes, the mask is definitely giving you your mind a rest, so you don't have to worry all the time who is coughing around you, because people are coughing, especially this time of the year when the flu season like very much present. So I didn't have to worry too much about other people. I was just concentrating on what I was doing and how I was doing. Of course, it was very difficult to drink and eat with the mask, and especially in the plane, because people in front of me, people behind me, and almost next to me were coughing. And at all times, I was also carrying a hand sanitizer, antibacterial wipes, all kinds of wipes, any wipes that would just mechanically remove all kinds of bacteria and germs from possible germs from my hands. To honestly to tell you, I drank a whole lot of vodka. Why? Because I wanted to not only keep my hands and face clean, I also wanted to make sure that no like bacteria gets into my throat. So I used to drink a lot of vodka, and also uh, kept in my purse or in my pocket like a small spray bottle, which was like a 50% dilution of water and vodka. So I was feeling a lot more confident, a lot more safe when I was able to like prevent or like take like aftercare. And when it comes to food and what I ate during the trip, well, it was always hard for me to, even before having HSCT, to find something to eat when I was outside home. Not only because of the safety and the hygiene level of the food, but also because of I have so many dietary restrictions I have to follow. So the best thing was for me to pack beforehand some foods from home that I was definitely able to eat safely and without like having any issues. Of course, the fresh food was a bit of an issue, and I just had to uh, rely on mostly on foods that were pre-packed. Foods like similar foods like I ate than I consumed during my stay in Russia, like snack bars and the drinking water and the beverages you're consuming during your trip abroad. Anyway, whether was it a cruise trip or a flight or stay at a five-star hotel, whatever, or in a bungalow, is an issue. So I knew that I would be needing to sanitize my water very, very well, because even people with normal immunity, healthy immune systems, they really need to be careful not to get sick from the water, because water quality is very, very different to what we're usually used to in our home countries. So in my case, I just took small tablets that would chlorinate, would just completely sanitize my water from all bacteria, germs, um, and dirt. So the flavor wise, it wasn't the best option to take that, but of course, I wanted to be sure that the water I was drinking was firstly safe to drink, and secondly clean. It was easier than I thought to survive the 10 day period I was traveling. and I really expected it to be a lot worse. It was okay. Of course, I didn't enjoy as much as I could have the trip. Still, I feel that it was success because I didn't get sick, and now I'm doing well. And of course, I can always afterwards think that I was just protecting myself. And at this point, after HSCT, my health is still very much vulnerable, and the first thing for me is to be able to protect myself and my very, very fragile baby immune system, because it's still very much developing. Although my latest blood test revealed that my blood white blood cells and my neutrophil all in all are back to normal limits, which is great, and I can be maybe a little bit less careful. So as I told you about my trip, that was one thing that has been causing me a lot of stress, but that was one thing that is off my shoulders. And also there was another thing that has been causing me a lot of stress for the past for the last 2 or 3 months. No, it's not this cat. I had a massive exam. It was for just to upgrade my skills as a professional in my profession. And you don't want to know the details, it's not that interesting. But anyways, the point was that I was very much putting myself to my cognitive skills to a limit. It was very, very demanding and exhausting to me, but I made it. I was able to go through a test that lasted altogether about 7 hours, and it was performed and completed by typing on computer. It was I had to think, I had to work under a lot of stress, but yet I managed to do it. There were included also some multiple choice questions and translating, and just I had to like search also information, not only do research online but also from books. So the test was very, very something I have been thinking that I should do, but I really didn't have the stamina or the cognitive like the skill, and the I didn't feel the requirements for the test until now. And I'm not sure if I'm going to pass, but the main thing is that I proved myself that I'm still able to, despite all the 3 holes I have in my brain caused by MS damage, I'm still able to execute, I'm still able to work with my brain, I'm still able to think concretely, I'm still able to think logically and use my skills, mathematics skills, and all my linguistic skills, and just to reach my goal. So I really, to honestly to say, I really didn't expect to be able to perform and make it through the test, but I did. So I'm really, really pleased. I'm not sure if if I should thank HSCT or if it's just some remyelination that is happening in my brain, but there has definitely been a great improvement when it comes to my cognitive skills and the damage I had from MS, because as I probably have told you in some of the past vlogs, that I had to go through even twice a neuropsychological test, which I totally failed and I didn't do well at all. But now, after years since those tests, I am feeling very, very different. But the main thing is that I really proved myself and also others that I'm still able to do it, and I definitely possibly feel that HSCT has helped me to improve and at least halt the disease progression so that I'm able to improve on many levels, on all levels, health-wise, and just to be able to concentrate on the positive things in life, and also just make at least some kind of plans for me and for my career, and just stay active, because being successful in anything is really giving you this lovely and positive energy boost, also physically. So I really feel thankful for that, because previously, a couple of years ago, I had to drop out university. I had to stop studying. Last time I remember, I was doing an exam, writing an exam. I wasn't able to hold a pencil, and that was 4 years ago. And after that, I haven't been studying or being able to think anything that demands like logical thinking and learning. So, and when it comes to the cognitive improvements I just told you about, um, I just feel that the most striking and most distinctive improvement has been cognitive improvement has been the ability to finally concentrate in on things. There's hope, definitely there's hope, because now I have a proof from that there is actually hope even with MS, as long as you're able to have a possibility where you can halt your disease progression to the limit that the immune system is able to stay calm at normal levels. No like aggressive attacks are going on, no inflammation is current. When your body is able to repair the old damage, the possible old damage, and concentrate on normal human bodily functions, and just to give your body a nice platform where it's able to function normally and calmly without any autoimmune action. But that was basically what has been going on in my life for the past month. Last month, my MS symptoms were kind of minor, and they are still minor. And in addition to, I'm now talking about the physical symptoms I've been having before and after the transplant. But symptom-wise, I feel quite stable. Apart from some probably, most likely not, MS-related issues I've been having with my jaw and my neck and my teeth, but that is another story and not quite MS related. So far so good, and I'm hope to be telling you next month about similar improvements, and if not improvements, at least something like that I've been stable and things have been progressing in a good way, and hopefully my hair is a bit longer, because now I feel that my hair has totally stopped growing, but it's due to the curliness of the hair. So I guess this was it for today. I thank you guys very much for watching and following my post HSCT journey and pre-journey if you have. Next time you will probably see me 10 months post-transplant, most likely, because life is keeping me busy, and as much as I like vlogging, I also need to focus on real life and keeping myself active, because that's the best thing you can do to your neurons, just keeping them active, and that is how you keep yourself healthy. But anyways, thank you again for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.